So Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra just dropped. Well, you all seen trailers by now, a few gameplay leaks out there too. And the big question is this really going to be a hit game, or it's going to be another Marvel title that hypes up and then falls short when it drops? The setting alone makes it feel different. Instead of New York skyscrapers or space battles, we're in World War II Paris with Hydra running things. That already sets the tone. I think it's a smart move. It gives the game weight without making it feel like a formula we already had in every Marvel project. The roster is another reason to pay attention. You get Captain America, Azuri, who's the Black Panther of that time, Gabriel Jones from the Howling Commandos, and Denali, a Wakandan spy. Each of them looks like they'll play different. Cap is slower but heavy hitting with his shield. Azuri looks a little faster and agile. Jones brings like little guns in the mix. Denali hasn't had much gameplay shown, but you can tell they want to bring her a different angle too. If they really push those differences, then swapping characters won't feel like just a skin change, which is something Marvel games have struggled with before. And that leaked Bark fight clip with Black Panther is rough, but it shows promise. You see them fighting Hydra soldiers in close quarters, and the thing that stood out to me was how the environment reacted. Tables breaking, enemies hitting walls, the fighting looked messy in a good way. If that level of detail makes it to launch, it's gonna make combat way more fun. This is the same canned animation over and over and over again. We've also seen different types of locations in screenshots, streets of Paris, tight indoor areas, maybe even some Wakanda in there later. Variety is really important though. If they switch it up often, it'll keep missions from blending together, and that's something a lot of story-driven games miss. And the way that story is structured could have a nice touch too. You're not forced into a straight path. You can choose the order you go out the Hydra leaders. That kind of freedom doesn't completely fit the game on its head, but it makes replays much more interesting. Now I gotta be real here, the leaks also show rough edges. A lot of the Hydra soldiers look the same, animations were repeating, and the frame rate wasn't like that good. Obviously that's early dev footage, so it's expected, but it's something that needs fixing before launch, or it's gonna drag the game down. What keeps the hype alive though is that it feels like Marvel's doing something focused. It's not a live service grind, it's not packed with loot mechanics, it's just a single player game built around a tight story with a specific time and place. That alone has me more excited than most Marvel titles lately. And speaking of Marvel titles, we've seen superhero games all over the place the last few years. Some were good, but a lot of them fell flat. Avengers tried to go the live service route and ended up being one of the biggest letdowns because it cared more about grinding loot than telling a good story. Gotham Knights had hype too, but it struggled with performance, weak combat, and didn't capture what people loved about Arkham series. Those kinds of mistakes are why fans are nervous about every new superhero game now. The formula isn't complicated though. Fans want a single player game with strong stories, characters that feel unique, and combat that has weight. Spider-Man and Miles Morales know that by keeping things focused. Even Guardians of the Galaxy surprised people by telling a solid story, while making the gameplay fun enough to carry it. If Marvel 1943 follows that approach, it'll do fine, because that's what players are asking for. I think the future of superhero games comes down to studios resisting the urge to chase trends. We don't need another Destiny style grind with superhero skins. We don't need open world stuff with meaningless side quests. What we need are polished experiences that respect its players' time and let us enjoy being these heroes in a way that feels authentic. If Marvel 1943 sets the standard, it could remind other devs what works and maybe even push the genre back on track. So yeah, I think Marvel 1943 has potential. The setting is unique, the characters seem like they will bring different styles, and the combat looks like it could have real impact if polished, but it's all about execution at the end of the day. If Skydance nails that feel and keeps things varied, this could be one of the stronger Marvel games we've seen in years. If not, it'll just join a pile of missed chances like the other games. But let me know what you guys think about, more superhero games in the future, what we could get. Hopefully we get a new trailer for Spider-Man soon, a Spider-Man game. That would be really fun and nice. But it's your boy Memories. Catch y'all next time. Like, comment, subscribe. You boys have a good one. Peace.